When you think about customizing or decorating your automobile, what is one of the first names that involves mind? Probably the Truth TV display counting cars, which isn't always sudden given its recognition and longevity at the History Channel. It also made its host, Danny Koker, whom you can fondly take into account as the Count, very famous. Koker's capacity to take car change to a whole new degree using his years of enjoy and reducing facet innovation made him a mythical figure within the industry. However, after the display resulted in 2021, many rumors commenced flying across the automobile industry about the diverse tragedies which have befallen Koker. So allows test what devastating new details about Danny Koker are actual or false. Before Koker had become a Truth TV big name, musician, producer, celeb mechanic, and owner of Count's Customs, he became simply one of the latest infants in Cleveland, Ohio, born on January 5, 1964. Named Daniel Nicholas Koker II. Young Koker grew up surrounded by conventional automobiles and other automobiles because his father changed into employed at the Ford Motor Company, together with an excellent wide variety of buddies and own family. And as you would count on whilst youngsters are curious about toys, Koker was curious to find out how these life-size toys worked. His father, having observed his son's developing love for automobiles, decided to provide him a cruiser as a gift. This was where all of it started. Koker started out to delve into car recuperation and customization. Automobile became his foremost passion that turned into clear, but, just like his father, Koker cherished music too. His father dabbled in track and became the baritone vocalist and keyboardist for the Cathedral Quartet, a well-known Southern gospel group. He even accomplished with some of corporations including the Oak Ridge Boys, C.L. Franklin, Mahalia Jackson, and the Foggy River Boys. Aside from his pursuit in track, he turned into additionally the lead of the Koker Circle of Relatives band, the Koker-own family singers, which covered Koker himself, his mom, and siblings. So it wasn't sudden that younger Koker followed in his father's footsteps and at the age of 11 performed at Carnegie Hall. His interest in song best grew stronger with time. Entering into his teenager years, Koker's education was fundamental store and automotive research at Valley, but his actual studying revel turned into taking location outside faculty. He could watch his father work on vintage vehicles and modify engines for hours at a time. He would examine from skilled mechanics and automobile specialists too. He were given help disassemble automobiles and found out what various parts were and their features. Young Koker was gaining information about how these machines operated and the way they will be restored whilst other humans had given up on them. According to him, the most effective without a doubt training I had was what you could get in high college, and this is your simple keep magnificence and automotive magnificence. Other than that, it's miles only a matter of having your palms dirty and taking something apart to peer how it works. Then you've got to determine out the way to put it back collectively. This fingers-on and very sensible approach to learning could ultimately make Koker stand out amongst many others within the automobile quarter. It may have commenced as a hobby, however, by the time he would depart excessive faculty, there has been no question about where his future lay. He, by no means, did genuinely graduate from excessive college inside the normal sense, but after high college, he went to the University of Nevada. As Koker had become older, his father determined to branch out from the car commercial enterprise and acquired Channel 33, a Las Vegas TV station. The station most important publicizes included older films, sitcoms, dramas, and Christian religious packages at the time. Under the Kokers, the station operated as an independent one targeted on basically neighborhood content, and it even featured films which include the horrifying B-movie, Saturday Fright on the Movies. It changed into this film that delivered Koker into limelight, as he ended up gambling a primary position in it as Count Cool Rider. On December 18, 1997, the Koker family offered Channel 33 Inc. to Montecito Broadcasting Corporation, and the sale turned into finalized on February 3, 1998. However, Koker had left his performing profession some years earlier than to attention on the recovery and customization of automobiles and bikes. The automobile that made him pick this route changed into the first actual automobile he owned, a 1979 Camaro Z28. Koker had taken the auto aside and customized it all from front to back until it had become a road fashion Can-Am race automobile. The achievement of this assignment became greater than sufficient to spur Koker into a full-time profession. He based Count's Tattoo Company, a task that mixed his two best passions, automobiles and tattoos. The commercial enterprise quickly have become popular among tattoo enthusiasts and vehicle lovers. Koker's dream of proudly owning a business completely targeted on car customization and recuperation soon came to skip while he founded his save, Count's Customs. Here in Nevada, Koker started restoring abandoned automobiles at this tradition shop. And just like his first business, this new establishment quickly won recognition inside the industry inside the early 2000s. Count's Customs have become the area to go for anybody seeking out excellent And you would not consider the quality of people that got here to the shop. One of them turned into Rick Harrison of Pawn Stars, and he often called upon Koker to perform value determinations of antique muscle cars. This allowed Koker to display his brilliance and expert know-how on TV to hundreds of thousands of visitors. This affiliation with Harrison helped him similarly cement his function in the automobile network. But it did more than that. Harrison's show, Pawn Star, aired on History Channel, and it became doing definitely nicely. It was doing so well, in fact, that they had been thinking about spin-offs. On seeing Koker's special competencies with automotives and his great capability to show rust buckets into dazzlingly works of artwork, including to the reality that he had his Count's Customs already well mounted, it became a no-brainer for the manufacturers. Koker became their byproduct, and so counting cars become born. The series, which is the one-third spin-off of Pawn Stars, filmed in Las Vegas, in which it showed the everyday sports at Koker's Count's Customs. Koker's dream has been shared with the sector, his father's mentoring, and his own personal conflict through the years, and the amazing career he had fought to build, all that has caused this second. The pilot episode had Harrison deliver inside the 1968 Bullitt Mustang. This conventional Mustang fastback turned into hard while it arrived on the display. However, Harrison insisted he desired it converted right into a Bullitt homage, all on a modest finances. Koker and his team worked brilliantly on the car, and the result was a work of art which simply received over viewers. The first season had 13 episodes, and while it ended, lovers desired greater. So whilst the second season started out, it had twice the range of episodes within the first season. Clearly humans cherished it, and that they did a lot that the show was renewed for a third season. Add a few factor, during an interesting episode of the show, Koker and his crew took at the project of counting the quantity of vehicles within the warehouse. After making their way via lots of cars that covered both vintage muscle motors, motorcycles, and contemporary sports activities cars, they concluded there has been a total of 500 motors in the warehouse at that time. This feat changed into shared on social media and featured in information articles, contributing to the merchandising of the counting cars display. The display had established Koker as a legend in the discipline of vehicle customizing and recuperation. So it wasn't sudden whilst he turned into given the function of producer within a few years of the show airing. He turned into already widely recognized domestically in Las Vegas prior to counting cars, now all around the country. He became the automobile glow-up bandana sporting tattoo guy with a beard. He became the main authority on custom motors and consequently the go-to man or woman for questions about customizing automobiles and bikes. And this included Hollywood stars, from Alice Cooper to Tommy Lee, Dee Snider, George Lynch, and Judas Priest, just to call a few. These huge names desired the best. And Koker became. Even while Ozzy Osbourne desired a totally difficult, he came to Koker. With this connection to the big celebrities, Koker were given invited to auto-suggests, events, or even extra TV appearances. Count's Customs had become one of the maximum famous places inside the metropolis, with travelers and automobile fanatics pouring in from all over. To be sincere, this introduced in a good-sized change in monetary fame, and Koker's entrepreneurial nature kicked in again. He renovated Rock Bar and Grill by means of Count, which have become one in all his maximum tremendous ventures. He founded Count's Vamped as a completely unique Las Vegas establishment recognized for its specific fusion of Gothic aesthetics, bike culture, and rock track atmosphere. Despite the repute and money, Koker encountered a number of problems. There are faux DK debts on FB and other systems. Not me. Don't fall for it. Report it. Presently, Koker is mentioned to be really worth approximately $14 million, and with over 100 private cars, which includes approximately 70 bikes and nearly 55 automobiles, some of which he inherited from his father who had surpassed away in 2008. Koker's won't be on TV as he used to be at some point, but his legacy efficaciously related a Gap enterprise to its lovers. His show made a complicated factor more relatable and engaging for the target audience. This has given different fact packages the possibility to discover lesser-known niches and communities. Koker's narrative is one in all resilience. From his adolescence passion for cars, which was well announced via a broadly a success counting automobiles, to the unexpected jail time, Koker's journey evokes many to stay determined and hold their foot on the gasoline in their dreams till they come at their preferred place in time.